Ready? 50, plant.
Mike 58, right there. You don't know no better.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, Echo. Look at me. Score, score.
Back to throw now on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First down, Murray steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Murray with a 3rd and long. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Ready?
Now Joe Mixon fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Leo! Hey! High 7!
43's the Mike. Let's go. Mike's 43. Mike's...
Hey, Delta.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get there. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Get it.
2nd and 6. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Yeah. Strong right.
Hey, exit.
3 down. 43 is the mic. 43.
Big grip.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go. 30 base. Hey, box drop.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I got you. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid gain there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, it's just me and you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 98 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Murray going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. This is Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo!
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
On the ready.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with a run by Mixon. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. 60 or. Rock it. Hey, orbit. Big river.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he connects with Ertz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 20.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. All day, dog. And 58 is the mic. Go, 58's the mic. We want this.
Go, go.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, wahoo!
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
He'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 23 yards the pickup there. To throw is Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Murray from midfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Double time. No. 3 down.
Hey, Charlie.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Hey, high 7.
43 is the mic. And I'm coming after you.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike's 43. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 43 is the mic.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Let's go.
C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a part. 66. Pull it. Half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
57. You must be dreaming. 57. Mike, 57.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on now. Let's go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You don't want it. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Stop your whining. Check.
1st down, Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
SOS. 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. Mike 40. 2-6.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long.
That's it. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. Mike 40.
On fourth down, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Get it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Check.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Big grip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Rotate. Spell. Hey, switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd and 9.
Here we go.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.